Oh man. Whoa. Oh my god. My nose. Oh my god. I'm so tired. Hello everybody, Dr. Wolfenstein here again. As you can probably tell, I'm a little sad, just a little bit, just a tad bit sad. Nothing much, usual sadness just creeps in from time to time, you know what I mean? But, nothing big. I'm still all the same right now. Like, love you guys. You guys make me happy. I love making you guys laugh. You guys are awesome. You guys are totally, like, freaking flipping awesome, freaking rock'em possum, awesome little guys, and girls. You guys are great. I hope you guys are having a wonderful new year this year. I hope, Christmas was freaking awesome for you. So I'm just on here, about to just talk about some random stuff today. Random. You know me, always random. Yeah, baby. Always random. So, like I said, I hope everybody's having a really good time. So, yours truly, has been getting, excuse me. Yours truly has been getting a lot of, how can I put this? I've been getting a lot of, like, I guess, Facebook tags on people's, statuses and, stuff, like, going personal. Ain't trying to put anybody on blast. Not gonna mention names, but, a lot of you have been posting a lot of sad and really deep stuff, and I want to kind of confront some of those issues on here, and hopefully the people that are posting this are watching me right now, and I hope you're listening. For Pete's sake, I hope you guys listen to this, and I hope this does make you feel better. I'm not trying to bring up stuff that you probably already are trying to get over or posting about as we speak. Or as I speak, I hope this makes you feel better. So, the first thing I want to talk about is a little more about people being lonely in relationships, and I can't stress this enough, guys and girls. I've been seeing this a lot. Like, a lot of people are posting, where are all the loyal guys at? Where are the guys who don't cheat? Same thing on the other end. A lot of men are like, hey, where are the women who aren't gold diggers? Where are the women who aren't gold diggers? Where are the women who don't want to just have higher motives or use you for what you got? Or look at you like you're a taxi cab and you're like basically just a ride ticket. Like, oh, you have a car, you can take me anywhere because I don't have a license or got my own shit together. But by all means, like, sometimes you're struggling in life, so you don't get your shit together. Don't judge people just because they don't have a job. Don't judge people just because they don't have a car. Don't judge people because of the way they look, because, they could be really special and awesome inside. And you gotta really look at that. You gotta really look at who you are, what you want in life, and where you're going with life. You gotta, people... Humans, furries and non-furries alike, you guys gotta really look at yourselves and figure out what makes you you, what makes you happy. And this sounds selfish, and in some way it is fucking selfish, but your happiness comes before anything else. Always remember to love yourself and be happy on your decisions. Even if somebody doesn't like the decisions you make, or somebody doesn't like what you have to say or what you do, there's always going to be something about everything that somebody doesn't like. There's not a single thing in this world that doesn't come out that somebody isn't going to get on the bandwagon and like, boycott it or whatever. But if it makes you happy, it shouldn't matter what people say. It shouldn't matter what people do. If you like it and it makes you happy, or it makes your significant other happy, or makes other people happy, and in return, in some sick circle, it makes you happy, then go for it. Do what makes you you, baby. So, I can't stress this enough. I know that relationships are hard. I know that getting into relationships are hard. I know some people are like, hey, I don't want to go through all the trouble of having to start all over again. I don't want to have to go through the trouble of dating a bunch of people and like it going nowhere. Or what happens if I date somebody and it's just another round two, or it's the same scenario where it starts off really good. Like, oh yeah, it starts off really good. The first couple of years are amazing, and then it just falls to shit and goes down the toilet. Sometimes you have to take that chance. It's really up to you. Do you want to do it again? Do you feel like you're up for a relationship again? There's a lot of stuff that coincides with this question and this answer. But, I mean, I can't stress this enough, guys. Like, I see a lot of you guys post this. Where are all the decent people? We're all like, why are all my relationships shitty? And sometimes it's both ways. Sometimes it's a shitty relationship because maybe you got some shitty shit in your life. Maybe you're the shitty person who's fucking up constant relationships. Maybe it's not the other side. But also, it could be reversed. It's always could be either side. Sometimes you could have a shitty person and you're wonderful and you don't do anything wrong. But sometimes it could be you. Like sometimes you got to work on yourself. Like maybe something about me is really bad that's scaring off people, it's scaring off potential good relationships. And the other way around too. It's both. It's a double-edged sword. But it's just really hard, guys. Like I'm talking from experience here, guys. I'm fucking lonely as shit. I don't have a relationship. As much as I want one, I know that I shouldn't just be going and fucking pushing right into a goddamn relationship. Or being like, oh, I want a relationship and I want to be happy and I want forever and I want it to be like a fairy tale. Like we grow old together and we die together and we get buried next to each other and the magicalness of fucking Disney all up in our lives. But sometimes that shit just doesn't happen, man. Like, sometimes you get like the shit end of the stick, or you get half of what you want. But that's what makes you love the person. That what makes the person love you is you like their quirks, you tolerate their problems, you take on their baggage. They do the same for you. It's a fight and love relationship. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a fucking relationship that doesn't fight. If you're in a relationship, you're going to fight. You're gonna bitch. You're gonna argue about some stupid shit. You're gonna nitpick at dumbass little stuff that has nothing to do with anything that you don't even really need to fight about. It's dumb. It's like insignificant stuff to fight out of. Like, baby, why are the DVDs not in alphabetical order so I can find Uncle Buck when I want to watch it? Now fight me for 2 weeks. Like, shit like that will literally happen. But, I mean, you just gotta fight through it, man. Stay in a relationship that works. People, stop giving up. Stop looking towards that fairy tale life and relationships. I'm not saying it's not there, but at the same time you might find the love of your life, but you don't get any of that fairy tale shit. And, it's just gonna happen, guys. Like, so, to all the people on my Facebook, to all the people that are watching this, because I make this public, I don't hide this from anybody, my shit is on blast. Please, like, take your time, guys. Don't rush. I mean, like, if rushing is your thing, then fuck, dude. Like, spare the moment. Fucking get married the same day. All for you. Like I said, do what makes you happy. If rushing and getting married the first day you met somebody, like, love at first sight, hey, fuck, that's amazing. That's quite a fucking leap and bounds, but you're doing it, baby. You're doing it. But, yeah, it's just, I don't know, I feel so bad because I see so many people like, oh, my boyfriend cheated on me, or I'm broken up again, or he wanted money, so he broke up with me because I didn't send him money. Well, those aren't people that you need in your life anyway. Don't feel bad because the person breaks up with you, or you break up with the person because they're asking for something or they expect something. That's not a relationship. That's not fair. A relationship is understanding. A relationship is, hey, instead of fighting, why don't we just separate a little bit? Not breaking up, not separating and seeing other people. I'm talking about, hey, I'll just step out of the house for a little bit, baby. You could stay here. Or can we just go into separate rooms? Can we just do a different hobby? Can you, I'll go play some video games. I'll go draw. I'll go sing. Yeah, you could make arts and crafts. You could, just do something that you like, and I could do something I like. And then we could come back to it, sit at the table, and slowly talk about it. Like, I believe that you should sit down and rationalize and talk about it. Don't try to fix an argument right at the get-go, because you're gonna say stuff that you don't mean. You're angry at the moment. You got a lot of shit on your head. Just you can't stress that out, bro. Like, come back to each other after you cool off a little bit. It's not pulling a dick move. It's being understanding. It's being a grown-up. So you go back to each other. You sit down and say, hey, this is how I felt. I felt like this is unfair. Never say it's a demanding thing. Just say, hey, this is how I feel, baby. I'm not ordering you. I'm not demanding. I'm expressing how I feel. I wish you could do more of this because I like it and I love when you do it. It makes me happy. I would like it if you did this less. And just give them, be nice about it. And then don't leave it as a have to issue. Leave it as, it's up to you to do it, but I'm just telling you that it hurts. This is how I feel. These are my feelings inside. But I'm not going to change who you are. You're not a robot. You're not a puppet. I can't control who you are. It's called faith. It's called will. It's called your it's called you're your own identity. I can't mold you into what I want, because that's not fair. That's fucking being a tyrant and a Nazi and Hitler. But you gotta be understanding. You gotta sit down and fix things out, guys. Like, I'm sorry that everybody's sad, and I'm sorry that there's people that seem like you're never gonna find a girlfriend, and there's people that are never gonna find a boyfriend, and you say to yourself constantly every day when you wake up, because this is what I do. You wake up sometimes and you just be like, hey, well, maybe I'm just going to stay single for the rest of my life. Maybe I'm not going to find somebody who's going to love me. Maybe I'm not going to find that shoulder to cry on. Maybe I'm not going to have that person who cares if I'm alive or dead. Yeah, family and friends only go so far, but there's something in a relationship that you can only get from a relationship that you can't really get from a mom and dad, or a sister or brother, or friends. It doesn't matter how many friends you have. It's a relationship that just, I don't know, it's so much different. And that's the thing, you can't even put a word on it. You can't put a feeling or a word on it. It's just there. It's just something you get from being in love with somebody and having somebody in there for the rest of your life. Commitment wise, it's just so intense. You can't put it and you can't see it, but it's there. So sometimes, you're gonna do that. Like, you're gonna say, oh shit, I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. No one's gonna love me. I'm a worthless piece of shit. I'm not gonna amount to anything. I just feel like I don't deserve to be happy. I don't deserve anything. I just deserve the worst. Like, I beg you, don't think like that, because, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I think like that sometimes too, and I get into those dark moments, but I at least have the rationality to pull myself out of it and realize, like, what the hell's going on. But, yeah, it gets pretty intense. And the other topic I'm going to talk about is the loss of loved ones. And I know this is a hard topic, and I've been getting a lot of this on Facebook too, that a lot of you guys are feeling really bad because, Nana's dead, Grandma's dead, my mom passed away, I have no parents, they're getting a divorce. My dad, my family members committed suicide. They died in a tragic accident. There's basically just somebody you love passing away. It doesn't matter what way. It could be 1,001 different ways. I can't stress this enough, guys. I know it hurts. I'm not saying you can't have feelings. I know it hurts. I know it's bad. I know that it sucks to lose somebody you really care about and you really love, and somebody who's actually been in there for a really long ass time. Like, I get that, guys. I get it, truly. But think about how much they wouldn't want you to be like that. If you really loved the person and the person really loved you and that person really cared about you, just put yourself in their eyes. Put your heart in their heart, even if they're not alive anymore. Think of it like this. If they were alive, want you to do, audience, I want you to do this right now. Somebody you've passed away, I want you to picture them right now next to you. If they were next to you right now, would they want to see you like that? Would they want to see you mourn them? Would they want to see you cry over them? They want to see you upset and sad and just moping around? If they were standing next to you right now, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want that. I'm pretty sure they would want you to be happy and cheerful and not be sad about their passing, but rejoice and be like, hey, they're maybe in a different plane of existence. Their energy just flows around the universe that makes everything grow. They're the wind in your hair. They're the whisper in the fucking that you think, the weird shadow that's in the corner of your eye that spooks you. That could be them. You know, that cute dog that just randomly come up to you out of the middle of nowhere. That could be them inside an animal checking up on you and saying, hey, cheer up, you know, stop being down, like, live your life, be happy. So, like, I can't stress this enough. If you have loved ones that's passed away and you have loved ones that's died and no longer with you, they are still with you. They're in your heart, they're in your memories. Memories can never get taken away. And you know, there's thousands of things that you could think about. Like, there's reincarnation, there's heaven and hell, there's the afterlife, there's that you become one with the universe, there's parallel universes that you might go into, 8 dimensions, the quantum dot theory, there could be dark matter and wormholes. There could be 1,001 things after we're gone that means that, hey, maybe they're still alive, maybe they're still around, maybe there's a different plane of existence where you're going to see them again, and you live eternal, and there's no such thing as wilting, dying, fading away, non-existent, vaporized, dead zone. There's none of that on the next plane of where we go. And you got to think about that. You got to think of it like that. Like, hey, I'm just waiting my time to see them again. They're not gone forever. They're not existing. They do exist. They are alive. They're just on a different spectrum or a different time area or just somewhere different. So you just got to sit there patiently and be like, hey, you beat me to the race, but I'm gonna catch up, and I'm right behind you. And do you feel that tap on your shoulder? That's my finger saying hello. So just like hang in there, guys. I know it sucks, like, because we're only a human fucking shell. You know, we're a shell of what we are, fucking, like, we're just a meat sack and a meat puppet body bag, basically. We're flesh organisms, fucking biology just crammed into, like, some weird homunculus body. And, you know, we're just constructed of God knows what. So, like, we're totally just, like, Full Metal Alchemisting ourselves here into whatever happens after just plane of existence doesn't filter anymore. So, yeah, guys, I know, guys, you really like me doing the voice for Dr. Wolfenstein, and I really do like doing the voice for this character a lot, but I just, you know, not feeling too hot at the moment, and, you know, I just wanted to talk to you guys on a real, on the real, not the play. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, hey, you know, I love the shit out of you guys. You guys are awesome. Don't go changing no matter what. Like, no matter what happens, don't change who you are. Don't feel like you have to change in a relationship. Be who you are. Like, if the person is dating you and a person in your life loves you and they're going out with you, it's because they love you for you at the very beginning. You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to do extra shit. You don't have to go out of your way to, like, you know, impress the person. You had them from the get-go, hence why they're continuously wanting you and continuously wanting to date you and want you to be with them. It's just because, you know, they love who you are. You don't, like, they don't want anything else. And if they do, you seriously got to sit down and talk to yourself. And in a relationship, you really got to think about this in a relationship. Do you see yourself with this person for the rest of your life? do you see yourself loving this person for the rest of your life? Can you see a future? Can you hold out if things go bad? Are you gonna call it quits if it gets too worse? Like if like, you know, are you gonna be able to hack it to the end? Like, I just don't like how relationships give up so easily. Like, I see this a lot, dude. Like, relationships give up so easily, and then they kind of push it like hella years before they like just dip out and abandon the person like a cute little abandoned animal at the shelter, or just like a abused animal that's left in the gutter on the street in an alley just full of water, and it's finding a cardboard box just to stay semi-dry. But then like, I just see that way too much, guys. Like, don't give up on a relationship, dude. Push until you can't push anymore. I don't know. Push past that if you have to. I'm also talking from experience. Like, it sucks, dude. Like, I'm so fucking broken, and I have so many pieces that are still mending, and I try to duct tape and super glue and fucking stitch up my heart, but sometimes they never heal. Like, wounds never heal. Sometimes scars and wounds, they stay with you for the rest of your life, but you could use them as experience. You could use them as wisdom. You could just carry that and say, hey, I know what to look out for now. I know what to not look out for and what to look out for. Like, basically it gives you a better perspective and better experience to the next relationship, because you could be like, if they do this, I gotta like figure out shit. Like, I gotta talk to the person and say, hey, I don't like you doing that. That really hurts me inside. Like, you just gotta, and it sucks, dude, because I was in a relationship for a really long time. Yeah, yours truly met the person that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with, and it just didn't happen. Like, it was going good, but I don't know what the hell happened. And like, what sucks is, like, you know, I still love the person and I still care for the person, and I'm not gonna say, just because we're not together anymore, I'm not gonna say, oh, that person should go eat shit and die, or that person I can't stand, or I hate that person. I'm not gonna say that. Like, I may feel that way sometimes, but honestly, I still love the shit out of the person. I still care for the person. I still want to be friends with the person, too, but none of that is happening. Like, this person, like, totally just ghosted me. Like, just pretends like I didn't exist, and none of that shit happened. Like, no friends, no seeing each other, no talking. Like, it's been so many years, and I don't even know what the person is doing or how they are, like, if they're okay. And like, yeah, I still worry because, you know, my heart was in it, and I know, like, the sad part is, if that person ever came back and like came to me and said, hey, would you take me back? I was wrong, you were right. Like, basically, I'm sorry I cheated on you and I shitted all over your heart. If they even did that, like, the sad part is, as much as I love them and as much as I want to be with them and I want them in my life, I wouldn't be able to take them back, because it ended so bad that would be permanently with me for the rest of my life. Like, I just I couldn't be able to handle it. Like, that would be too much for me. Like, that would be my breaking point. It's like, if they were standing there at the front of my door and then said, like, I'm sorry for cheating on you, you did nothing wrong, like, I totally just was the 100% wrong person in the ending of the year, I would just look at them and I would just say, like, where were you when I needed you? Where were you when I needed you the most? You abandoned me and just left me and didn't even care. Like, you thought the grass was greener on the other side, instead of watering the grass that you had so it's prettier than the grass that's on the other side. It's called nurturing, growing. So I would just stand there and just be like, you left me. Like, I would be crying and I would just be like, I can't believe you did that, dude. Like, I needed you. Like, you were my better half. You were my life. And you just ripped that away and threw it in the ocean of abyss. So it's like, yeah, I wouldn't be able to take the person back. I would want to be friends and be, like, friends, but that's just it. I would just be friends, and maybe even that would be kind of hard to do because of how traumatically it ended. Like, don't get me wrong, I've been in relationships where it's ended fine. Like, we mutually agreed, we went our separate ways, but we stayed friends, we still talk. Like, it's like brother and sister now. I have exes that are literally like my sisters. I literally call them my sis. They call me the brother, and we're just basically family zoned. And we don't think of anything like that. We keep it strictly family. Like, she is my sister, I'm her brother. Um, and like, I like it like that. I think that that's a healthy way to end a relationship, is to be mutually uh, friends with each other. But the way that one ended, that I really fell for, it just crushed me so bad. So I know it's hard, guys, and I can't stress this enough. Please hang in there. I love the shit out of you. And whoever's watching this, I'll love you even when you don't love yourself. If you're fucking sad and depressed and you want to stay sad and depressed, hey, I will be sad and depressed with you. If you want to sit in the darkness, I'll be there sitting in the darkness holding your hand. If you don't want to do anything, then fuck it. I won't do anything, and I'll just sit there right by your side. Like, if I have to, I'll put myself in your scenario instead of pulling you out. Like, if you want to stay in that scenario so bad, I'll be right there with you. I don't care. But that's just how I am. I just, you know. But yeah, seriously, guys, take care of yourselves. Please stop stressing about so much shit. Like, you only live once. There's no reset button. I mean, unless you believe in reincarnation, which I slightly believe in because there's been little facts here and there. But if you believe in reincarnation, then, you know, you might have a second chance in life, yeah. But honestly, I don't know if I would even want to come back to here. I'll just be like, hey, no, put me on the infinite universe plane of existence. That's just me. I watched a lot of Marvel and DC and fucking Doctor Strange universes and shit. So I want to be one with the universe and be cosmic galactic. But that's just me. I'm a fucking comic book nerd. So, but yeah, like, you only live once. You might as well live it up. Like, your life is too short to be sad. Like, I don't let anything really bother me anymore. Like, I'm so mellow yellow and chilled. I'm like a hippie without the drugs. It's like I'm a super hippie, fucking super hippie doodah, but I don't take mushrooms or pills or weed. But yeah, just like hang in there. You only live once. Live up your life, dude. It's like, fuck it, dude. Life is too short to bitch and be sad. It takes too much energy, too much. Like, it just takes too much to be constantly pissed off, or it takes too much to be sad or miserable. It's just like, maybe I'm a lazy person, but it's just like that. This shit takes too much, man. I'm like, I don't got the effort to fucking put myself in that scenario. I'm just like, let it go, let it go. Let's go build a fucking snowman. But yeah, man, like, I only live once, and I want to live my life to the fullest, and I want to just, like, be like, I want to try everything, and I want to do everything, because when I die, I could be like, oh, man, look at all the shit that I've done, as I'm, like, getting ready to die. I'm just like, I lived a full life, look at this huge bucket list of shit that I've done, I'm dead. So, yeah, I totally want to be like that on my deathbed. And probably say some fucked up shit too, like, I have a huge fortune and a bunch of gold and like fucking a bajillion million infinity fucking dollars, but I hid it somewhere over and people are like, where? Oh my god, where? So yeah, that would be kind of funny. But yeah, so I don't know, guys, just hang in there, man. Like, try not to be down in the dumpities. Be happity. And love you guys to death. I will definitely go back on here and read all the comments. If you guys have any questions. If you guys have any questions or answers, please write them in on this live stream. I'm going to go back and read all these comments and answer as many as I can. I just can't right now because, of course, I have my exoskeleton on. Alright, guys, love you guys to death. You guys are awesome. Stay positive. Happy for Fridays. Sorry if this video kind of bummed you out. I hope it makes you feel better, not sadder. And you know the routine. Dr. Wolfenstein for the win. And a 1 and a 2. And everybody hell with Dr. Wolfenstein. And, oh. Yeah, bye everybody.